handles beautifully.
Here you go. This is the best angle of the car, and it looks like a giant trapezoid on wheels. This looks like something my 3-year-old son would put together with Magnetiles, only using triangles and rectangles. This has got to be the most iconic car. You've got the exposed windshield wiper. We're going to do a test to see what that windshield coverage looks like. You've got this light bar coming across, very futuristic. It works well. We're going to take a look at what the light looks like at night, but overall, it's a very clean front. The gaps and the fit and finish are not great. Elon's taking some chances. I get it. This has never been done before to manufacture stainless steel, maybe save for the DeLorean, but this is not a common manufacturing type, and therefore there's no experience in how to do it well. And you see that. There are a lot of edges here that are just gonna catch. I don't know how this goes through the car wash. I don't know how it holds up over time, but we're gonna see a lot of problems with this, and that's okay if you're part of an early adopter. What a cool car. Everything is angled. Door handles are not intuitive. I think for somebody to want to come up, you're gonna be touching here, but to open the door, you've gotta do that. And soft close. This sloping roof line is really a nice touch. I think that it's not really a pickup truck. It's not really one of these Honda Ridge lines or Santa Fe pickup trucks, but it's really meant to be a city driver with a little bit of urban flair. All right, guys, we are in the Tesla Cybertruck. This is going to be real time. I just got in this car. First impressions are it's high, so we set the suspension to the high setting, and it definitely gives you that elevated feel. The yoke definitely takes some time to get used to, and it's funny because I'm really reminded more of a race car. So the last yoked steering wheel that I drove was a tiny little formula car that had a very similar turning radius, lock to lock, and so that's what I'm reminded of. You know, very small inputs create very big turns on this car. The size definitely takes some getting used to. It doesn't feel like a small car, and when it's in that elevated mode,
Central Expressway, then take the US 75
it gives you kind of that floating
left.
boaty feel. So I'm definitely gonna watch out for some curbs and try to stay in my lane here, which is hard too because people still love this car. And I said it before, but this is a cool car. That's just the best way to describe it. And people still think it's cool. They're taking video of us on the highway. The crowds gather in a parking lot. We went to lunch. All right, let's do a little bit of acceleration runs. Again, this is the dual motor version. So we'll get over this bump, but down to this car just moves. 6,000-pound golf cart. People are taking videos everywhere, and it's fun, but I'm not sure how cool the acceleration will still be, because my brother, he's got 2 Model S's, and he doesn't floor it every day. It doesn't become a car when it's very accessible. It's not very driver engaging, and so I think the acceleration, it does kind of wear off the novelty after some time, but there is no doubt the acceleration is there if you want it, if you want to use it. I don't care. It looks cool, the features are cool, and it's just a cool car. So one thing that's kind of interesting, I said that this review was going to be from the perspective of a race car driver, somebody who likes sports cars. And what's funny is that because there is no speedometer, there is no traditional tachometer directly in front of you, there's no gauges, I actually do feel more engaged with driving, and it's one of those things, I feel like maybe I'm in a go-kart. And I think the electric cars kind of give you that, but without the screen as a distraction, there's no gauges, there's nothing in front of me. I kind of like that clear cockpit view. You know, what this giant windshield gives you is a top to bottom view, but you get a lot more visibility of the road, which maybe helps with the driving and makes it less boaty. But I really like that feature that there's nothing directly in front of you. It's just you and the road. All right, this is what I was talking about. Screen is off to the side. You really get a pure driving experience here. I think this small wheel, I love the little CyberTruck logo here. There's not much to distract you from driving. I'm going to try to make a U-turn here. You can see how quickly I've braking is strong, but it's not going to slow down. This is one of those cars, it definitely accelerates faster than it can slow down, and I think that's concerning. That's kind of a trend with all EVs, is that they accelerate and the wheel size and the tire contact patch stays about the same. So that's something, as somebody who's driven high performance on the track, braking has not necessarily matched what these cars can accelerate. Again, just driving around here, it is such a comfortable experience. Even on these roads, it's a little bit narrow here. Got a pedestrian warning, so a nice feature with that. Everything about this car is, what's incredible to me is that Tesla has really created a Tesla look and feel. There is a type of car performance, and Tesla has a unique look. Let's see if we can turn around again. I think it's gonna be windy. We get lots of data when we're backing up here. I think it's all very useful. This is not really intuitive, but it works.
No, you're not supposed to do that, right?
Well, we've done a full range of a little bit of that suspension flex. We've seen all of the attention that this car still gets. It's really incredible how people want to see this car up close. They ask what it is. It doesn't have those marks. This is a cool car that other people also think is cool.